This dessert was my introduction to the luxurious flavors of rose and pistachio when I was a young child. My mother's favorite restaurant in New York served a similar dessert, and when it arrived at the table in its silver-rimmed glass cup, I always felt like a princess. It's refreshing, creamy, silky, and it has the intoxicating aroma of roses. There are so many variations of this dessert around Europe. Mahalebi in Cypress, Rožata in Croatia, and panna cotta alla rosa in Italy. I was inspired to deconstruct this dessert and make my own updated version using products from all over Europe in a new, elevated milk pudding with rose. The base of my pudding is a full cream milk powder from the Netherlands, which is a dairy product created by removing water from whole milk. I'll reconstitute it for my pudding. Instead of using sugar, I'm sweetening the pudding with Romanian fig preserves. I love the pop of texture from the fig seeds. I'm also adding French acacia blossom honey, which has subtle hints of vanilla and floral fruity notes. So that my pudding sets, I'm adding some potato starch from Poland mixed with water. I'll thicken the milk pudding using traditional mastica di Chio, also known as mastic gum. Mastic is a natural resin from Greece harvested from the bark of a shrub found growing throughout the Mediterranean. What makes it so special is its PDO, or Protected Designation of Origin status, meaning it can only be produced in the island of Chiu, where centuries of know-how give it its unique character and quality. Not only does it add the perfect texture to my pudding, it also imparts pine and citrus flavors, a very emblematic flavor of the region. I set my pudding in the rose mold to remind our guests of the rose ingredients in the pudding, as well as to show the transition of spring flowers into summer fruits. In Croatia, this dish would traditionally be served with rose cordial poured over it in a bowl with some ice cubes, while in other regions it would be served with figs cooked in honey. I'm creating green leaf shapes using Pistachio Verde di Bronte cream, made with high-quality pistachios from the Bronte region in Sicily. To impart rose flavor and aroma into my dish, I'm adding rosehip jam from Croatia. A lot of people don't think of rose as a flavor, yet roses have had a place in our kitchens for eons. They were enjoyed in sweets in ancient Greece, the Byzantine Empire, and all over medieval Europe. Lastly, to echo the honey in the pudding, I'm garnishing my dish with some honey bee pollen called miel de Asturias from Spain. It adds a textural contrast as well as a slightly sweet and floral flavor with some undertones of nuttiness and earthiness. In addition, it's very healthy for you. This milk pudding with rose is light, refreshing, and a perfect summer night treat. It celebrates the fresh seasonal ingredients and highlights a harmonious blend of floral and nutty flavors.